Ultimate Stories.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today's story is real, something that happened to my family many years ago. Now, I don't know if you believe in ghost stories, reincarnation, or tales from the afterlife, but what you're about to hear is one of those chilling, true life experiences that still gives my family goosebumps to this day. So grab your popcorn, maybe a drink, and let's dive in. My parents are from Anambra State, Nigeria. They had their white wedding on October 10th, 1992. So yes, they just recently celebrated their anniversary. At that time, my dad was a businessman and my mom owned a small provision store. They were newlyweds, full of dreams and expecting their first baby. Fast forward 2 years later, they already had 2 kids, a girl and a boy. We were living in a 4-bedroom rented apartment in Benin City. Because of how busy my parents' work schedules were, they decided to get a maid from the village, someone who could help take care of my brother and I while they were away. Now, in the early 1990s, it wasn't hard to find a house help. Families often allowed their children to live with relatives in the city, to learn a trade, attend school, or just help out. And that's how a girl named Chioma came to live with my parents. She was young, polite, and hardworking. She helped my mom with chores and looked after us whenever mom was at the shop. Chioma was happy. City life was a blessing to her. No more fetching water from the stream, no more cooking with firewood or sweeping a big compound back in the village. Everything was fine. Until one day. That afternoon, my mom had gone to the shop as usual. Chioma was home with us, just another normal day. Then suddenly, she began screaming. She cried out for mercy, begging and shouting uncontrollably. Her screams were so loud that the landlady and her children, who lived on the next flat upstairs, ran up to our apartment. When they entered, they saw my brother and I crying on the floor, and Chioma trembling, terrified, like she had just seen something out of this world. You see, Chioma was the first child and only daughter of her parents. Her father was long dead, but while he was alive, he strictly forbade any of his kids from leaving home to serve as house helps. He swore that none of his kids would ever live away from home. But after his death, times became hard. And along the line, Chioma's mother sent her to live with my parents in the city, completely against her late husband's wishes. Of course, my parents knew nothing about this. They just wanted help with the kids. So, what exactly happened that day? According to Chioma, her father's ghost appeared to her. She said he flogged her mercilessly, shouting again and again, "Didn't I warn you never to leave home?" At first, it sounded impossible, but when the landlady and her children checked, they saw red, visible marks all over Chioma's body, as if someone had truly beaten her. They were shocked. Someone was sent to call my mom, while others took my brother and I to safety. When my mom returned, and later my dad that evening, the landlady told them everything. Chioma repeated her story, trembling, crying, insisting that it was her father's spirit punishing her. That night, my parents decided to take her back to the village. But Chioma refused. She begged to stay as she didn't want to return to the village. Yet, the following day, it happened again. Each time, her screams filled the entire building, and the landlady would always rush to the rescue, but no one could see who was attacking her. At that point, my dad had no choice. He took Chioma back to the village for her safety and for ours. And from that moment, everything stopped. No more screaming, no more mysterious beatings, no more ghostly visits. Chioma was finally at peace, and my parents continued raising us until we were old enough to start nursery school. So, what do you think? Do you believe it was really her father's ghost? Or was it something else entirely? Why would a loving father be so brutal to his own daughter, as though she were a stranger? Could it be that he left this world before his time, and his soul just wasn't at rest? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because more chilling true life stories are coming your way soon. Until next time, bye friends!